Good morning, besties. It's me, your internet dad Weaver. Um, should match. I should get a tiger print. So, in case you want the deep lore, this is tiger stripe camouflage that the special forces guys used in Vietnam, and I saw it on Mandatory Fun Day. Who I don't know him, but I am a fan. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have this, and it's just so comfortable. Um, this is the OCP digital ACU that they used in the mid to late 2000s till about 2017, 2018. Neither one is the current camouflage. Um, but yeah, so I figured I'd ramble today about some stuff that's been going on because I'm supposed to get really good news or really, well, it's supposed to be news. It's probably going to be good or bad. I'm not sure what it's going to be in the next 2 days. And we will see what that turns into because it's, yeah. Anyway, besties. So a couple of books came out recently that I'm just like enjoying, um, and some that I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know that was out. So specifically, here's my problem: is that like I've read the Merchant Crab came out on Audible. Um, it's being read by the guy that did Newtown, which is he's a great narrator. But I'm just like I read Merchant Crab. Merchant Crab inspired my book Bodega Cat, and now I'm just like I get to enjoy it again, but with somebody else's voice instead of like my own. It is delightful. It is funnier than I thought because um, adding somebody who understands comedic timing to a already funny thing, man. Think of Merchant Crab like if Legends and Lattes really leaned into the comedy part of it. Like there's like a time traveling gnome in Legends and Lattes. Like imagine if that guy showed up more often, or like there was more like wacky hijinks. It is 80% wacky hijinks and 20% like being shaken down by the local mob, right? It is delightful in how it is. And then yesterday, because I'm recording this on the 10th, BT Topia, my buddy, released his book Magical Engineering, which is freaking incredible. Um, the problem with having authors as friends is that like they when they're like really good, you're just like, oh, I need to stop. I need to read this. But there's so many things to read. But when it's an audiobook, I can listen to it on my way to work, at the gym, and I can really enjoy it. So, like, I'm only 14 chapters into Magical Engineering, and I really enjoy it already. Um, I knew I was going to enjoy it before, like, because the guy knows what he's doing. He's got the following, he's got all that stuff. He understands how to write well. And then it got an edit pass, and it got turned into an audiobook. And I'm just like, I know this guy. He has an audiobook out. Speaking of which, my audiobook's almost done. I just need to finalize some things. Um, and I'll put it out. And then I need to finish up my Kickstarter because they sent me a non-hardcover. So much fun. Okay, let me not get too existential right now. Magical engineering is great. Um, it is, like I said, delightful. It's just like I did not know that I needed this, um, and now that I'm enjoying, it, I'm just like I should not have waited on this. And that's the problem when you have like people like I know too many people that write too well, and I'm just like if I didn't have a job and I sat down and I just read all my friends' stuff, I would still not have enough time to write my own stuff. And like I love these people, they're great friends, but like I need an audiobook um, so I can like read while I'm driving, um, working out, because they get like one of the things that I'm factoring into my commute and my next position is if I am driving only for 30 minutes a day, that's not a lot of audiobooks to listen to, and I can't believe I'm thinking that because I used to have to drive. I used to have to commute into Manhattan from North Jersey. It would be between 30 minutes on a bad day to like an hour if I had to take the bus or the walk over the bridge and take the freaking subway. I feel like an hour and a half. One time I biked there because I lived across the George Washington Bridge, um, so it's easy to bike across when it's nice, but you can't take the bridge back at midnight because I was working second shift, like the 3 to midnight. Gives you a lot of time to listen to stuff on your way in. I would like that time back. I'd like to have a shorter commute like that. I'd like to have a 15 to 30 minute commute instead of a 40 to 45-minute one. Like I would like the long time to be 30 minutes because it kind of wears on you. Then I can get more stuff done around here, like at the house, wherever my house is going to be. But my gym time is generally 1 hour, right? Sometimes it's an hour and a half. It's rarely been 2 hours because I'm not really training for something that intense. And even if I went back to training, so I'm going to do a little sidebar here about training. Like the main thing I'd be training for would be the operator ugly, train up, or the relative strength test. But I do not need. I'm strong enough, right? I'm in my 40s. I am very strong. I have lots of muscle. I just need to maintain that and then like slowly grow muscle, right? So like, I might not look like a bodybuilder, but I am stronger than one, and I'm okay. I'm okay looking how I look, right? Like I was fine before. I'm fine now. Um, so I'm not. I don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours doing um, ridiculous rep ranges to like work out my muscles. And the worst part is that like my body loves hypertrophy. So like if I do hypertrophy, which is muscle growth, like focused on getting bigger, my body responds to that. And that is not at all helpful to be in the army and be like someone who responds to hypertrophic training. Like I need endurance and I need strength. And yes, I'm plenty strong and I used to be really fast, but like I do not need to be jacked. Anyway, sidebar. That's my rant for the day. Um, it's if if you don't think about it, it's like the generic person. 90% of people they want to go to the gym to slim down. 10% want to like lift to get bigger, and then like some of them they want to like they want to tone, which is like they get code. Which, what they're actually saying is they want to be more muscular. They want their muscles more defined. But I'm just like I want to be strong, and that's like very few people. I want to be strong and I want to be fast. Um, and I want to be able to jump out of a helicopter and land and walk away, um, or a helicopter or a Globemaster. Um, and for that, for me, I need to do a lot of front squats and like be generally strong because muscles are good cushions. You'd think that fat would be a good cushion, but like it's just not. Um, Even when it is. I've got really off my tangent today. Um, that's okay because I just dropped 2 books. So let me talk to you about SkillSphere today. SkillSphere is a time looper. It has a magic system that is based off of skills. There's only 3 types of magic that I'm going to put in there. There's will magic, soul magic, and spirit magic. And I took some elements of. I really liked some of the world building that James Islington did in the Hierarchy series. So I was like, how would this look differently if this was a lit RPG? And then like I just split the system he used into 3, into in like a different kind of use. Um, that's kind of where the magic is. I'm not doing like fire, ice, water, whatever. I'm just doing like will, power, will magic, it was willpower, soul magic, as in soul defense, soul control, and then spirit magic, which is going to be weapons of a sort. Uh, More to be determined because I haven't actually figured that one out. I know what I want to do with it, but it's not plot relevant yet. Even though, like, so in this book, Ludair, he is a bookie at an arena. I read a lot of books where the person is somebody who fights in the arena. Never with one where the person starts as the bookie, which is the person takes the bets and then they run the odds and they give them a calculation. So in the first scene, in the first like chapter, he's like, all right, I hear the odds for this person. It's a 1-for-1. If you put down 50 denarii, you will get back 30, right? So you double your money, right? If you put money on this other guy in this other match, you're going to triple your money, right? That kind of thing. He's giving the odds and he's going to give the payout, and he's also part of the arena because this kind of thing has to be sanctioned by the arena. It is a Roman Empire type thing. It is post-apocalyptic, but it's not really. That's not really front and center. There is a system, and there are skill gems. So, like, in order to get a skill, you have to have a skill gem. So, for most people, they don't get a skill gem until they can earn it or their family gives it to them. I haven't decided yet if skill gems can be passed down after people die. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it like that because that's how we did it in Caravan of Lanes, and that makes more sense. So, in the first scene, he is, and it's not really a spoiler because it's called Skill Spear, right? He gets a special skill gem because someone drops a skill gem, and he takes it, he uses it. It's called skill swap, and he is able to swap one skill with one person. He starts out with 3 skills. So if he swaps one skill with one person for 24 hours, and if he levels it up, if he uses it enough to level it up, he gets to keep the skill. And by contrast, the person that he swapped skills with, they get to keep that skill, and then they get to retain the old one. Right? You always get the old one back after you swapped it. But to retain the new one, you have to level it up, right? So like it goes from like you start at level 1, to keep the skill, you have to go to level 2. So like you have to actually use it um, within 24 hours, which means that it's possible to level the skill within 24 hours for all skills. They're not so logically like you have like a day to work that skill. So otherwise you'd have to get a skill gem, which are like mined or found in dungeons or whatever. I haven't really decided that yet. But that's not plot relevant yet. Would there be dungeons? Maybe. Who knows? I guess why not? So like skill gems are a form of currency on top of the money, right? So the higher classes they have more skills because more skill gems because they have the money to buy them when they're younger, or their family has like the nepotism to buy them when they're younger, right? So starting off, he's got 3 skills. He's like 17, 18. I wanted to write a male main character. I wanted to write someone using a spear, and I wanted to write someone using skills, right? So eventually he's supposed to be overpowered, um, but like he he's got like the knowledge of somebody who's in say like 50, 80, 50 BC, that like 2,000 years ago, right? Save for like whatever else like the empire has taught him. I spent a little time world building about the culture, about how he would learn things, and how like there isn't really a formal set of schooling after a certain age. I'm really trying to mirror the Roman Empire and the hierarchy, kind of both of those together, in the way things are set up. Without after like a certain age, there's not really a formal education. There wasn't one before. Reading is rare because it was rare for most people. So like him being able to read is a thing. Um, and also one of the things that I don't really like is that like people have like orphan characters. He's not an orphan, but like he doesn't start off the loop with his family. And spoiler, because this happens like chapter 2 or 3 or 4. Within 1 hour of him starting the loop, um, that kicks off for whatever reason, there's an invasion of demons through a gate in his arena. I think I should start off with that. Ludair has always been a bookie at an arena in the capital city. And one day, while he is trading and while he is placing bets for the preferati, the senators, and their families, he is he sees a gate open up in the middle of the arena, and demons start pouring out, attacking all of the gladiators and slaughtering everyone they can. They march out into neat ranks, and they form up, and they begin to slaughter all of the bystanders. Right. Um, he is killed, and he is brought back to an hour before the event, and with retaining all the skill gains he got while fighting. Weird. He thinks it's a vision, and that is how the story starts. Right. So that's my hook. Is like he starts off by getting this swap power. He swaps with one of his friends for one of their powers to try it out. She has like unarmed combat. He's like, I want to try that. He gives her his physical fitness, something he keeps doing, because he wanted to. Because like basically, he was the options for little young men are like join the Legion for 10 years, do your service, or like work for the family, right? But that's that's kind of I'm working on that pitch. Um, I'm thinking he's more like a stubborn skill grinder, but he is also like trying to be as smart about his loops as he can because he hasn't yet met the reason for the loops, and I haven't yet decided if he's going to know all of the intricacies of that. So that is to be determined. I know what I want to do. I know where I'm going with this. I want it to be a trilogy. Um, I'm enjoying it. We'll see where it goes next. So yeah, it is posting daily on Royal Road until about February. After that, I'm going to go to 5 days a week if I can maintain that schedule. Um, I'm really enjoying it. Um, I will have a link in the description below. But that's it. I will probably be doing a goals wrap up for this year as my next vlog. I know I didn't do one leading in, but I'm going to do a 2025 in review kind of thing. And then I'm going to do a goals for 2026. I have a word for 2026. I think my word is going to be develop, like developmental editing, because I have like so many of those too. So much fun. Where was I? I have word of the year. This year is mastery, as in master of the craft, master's degree, all that stuff. Not fully done with the year yet. Things might happen, but we'll see. I'm going to call it a day here. Besties, do your thing. Check out Skillsphere. It's on Royal Road Novelizing. They are moving at the same pace. I'm updating Novelizing the same day as Royal Road, even if they're kind of offset. Today is the 10th, which means I'm going to daily chapters. I have 10 chapters out on both sites. Check me out.